I've been playing pickleball for almost 6 years now. Frankly, when I started playing pickleball, nobody knew what the game was. Now my young daughter plays, and it's kind of the cool game to play. But when I first started, the first time I played, I knew that I enjoyed the game of pickleball. But I had no idea of the many benefits and blessings of being a senior pickleball player. Today I want to talk to you senior pickleball players about how to maximize your pickleball game. So without any further ado, let's get started. Cliff and I met almost about 5.5 years ago, and I would have never had a chance to meet Cliff. Cliff is from Haiti. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. Cliff's a young guy. I'm not. Cliff's in great shape. I'm not necessarily like that, but I get to play pickleball with Cliff. We've become great friends. I've met so many other friends around this country playing tournaments, people coming to Orlando. Don't lose the experience and the meaning of having great friends. Secondly, and I'll leave Cliff up here, the other great thing about this sport is the competition. I get a chance to play with people different ages. When I do play pickleball with these young folks, there is a difference. They're faster than I am. They have quicker hands than we do. They move a little bit. They're in better physical shape. But there are things that we can do as seniors that can really help us compete with these guys and help us grow our game. And these are things I want to talk to you about today. Guys, one thing is I am 62, so I've got a couple notes down here, so if I put my head down there, you'll know I do, but when you get in your 60s, you're allowed to have notes. One of the first things I think about in maximizing skills is as we as seniors, sometimes we have a little bit more free time than others. Maybe some of us are retired, don't have as much going on. So what I say to you again is, in that time, drill. Make sure drilling is a part of what you do. And especially it's great when you can take a lesson or two. Cliff does a great job of teaching. Tony Giannini in Orlando is also a great teacher. Take a lesson or two and then practice those things. Drill. Make sure you work on your game. That's the way that you're going to get better. That's one of the first ways to do that. The second thing I would say to you is when you drill, don't always just work on the things that you need to improve. Maximize your strengths. What I found in this game is that you can have 2 or 3 really good strengths and play this game well and learn how to figure out those other areas of your game and still be a player. So don't forget your strengths. And for me personally, the strength that I found was a two-handed backhand. I was taught that by my teacher, and the one reason it's a strength for me is I happen to be left-handed. I throw a baseball left-handed, I write left-handed, and when I was taught the two-handed backhand, and I know there's a little bit of different opinions, there's so much left hand in this shot. It's allowed me to roll the ball, it's allowed me to hit topspin, it's allowed me to drive the ball down the line and give me more benefits. And so that's my strength. And so I play on that hard. I still practice that, I work on that, and that's allowed me to play at a higher level playing that strength. The next thing I would say to you with your strengths is I want to talk to you a minute about rec play. When we seniors, when we're playing rec play, if I go and I'm playing, I'll give you a secret. I told you about my notes down here. I'll have a note or two in my pocket that says, work on footwork, work on forehand drive, and I'll make sure I practice those things. I won't make rec play just be not a very good use of my time. And so in case there's a game where maybe it's not as competitive, I'm going to make sure I focus on those things. So I would encourage you to really have some things to focus on in rec games. And speaking of rec games, let me tell you this. When you get a chance, I've been lucky enough to be able to play with some better players. That's a great gift to be able to do. When I do that, I play that better player. The last thing you want to do is play a better player, isolate them, hit to their opponent the whole time. So what if you win or lose? You're not getting any better. Play the better player. Thank them for playing with you. Ask them what they see in your game. It's a great way to grow. And then secondly, sometimes you're going to play with players that aren't as good. That's when you focus on working on something. Work on your dinks. Say, I'm going to hit a third shot every single time. Not worried about beating that. I'm going to try to help that person be better by working on what I do well. So these maximizing your skills, I think, is a really good takes for seniors into improving their game. The other thing that I'd like to talk to you about is the game has changed. There's so much more speed involved in this game. When I first started playing pickleball, if I hit the ball below the net, they called it unattackable. Nobody could really hit that ball back. Now the technology and the talent and the speed, there are no unattackable balls. People are going to speed up. You're going to find the game speeding up more, especially if you play with the younger groups. What I'd suggest is, I know I can't hit it as hard, but I've learned to counter. Learn how to be in ready position and counter, so when they hit it hard, the ball itself creates the pace for you to hit back. You don't have to swing hard at it, you just have to be ready. So again, we need to be a little bit smarter and be ready. Be a good partner and then encourage your partner. It's never let us, we as seniors, we should never be down on somebody else. They hit a bad shot, hey, we got the next one. Tap paddles. Be that encourager. Be that one that people want to play pickleball with. Guys, I hope this has been helpful to you. If it has, I really encourage you to continue to subscribe to Cliff Pickleball. There's some great instructional videos out there. I've watched so many of them and learned, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. Thanks, guys.